spoiler, it is super, super cool. Second gear. So let's check out the engine. Oh. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max, and today, well, today is a good day, guys. These are the kinds of days that we dream about. Still, after all these years, this is a car that still gets my juices flowing. That anticipation to drive this car has been there for so long. Well, a couple of years actually. And today is finally the day that we are testing, filming, driving the Ferrari 812 Superfast. Introduced in 2017 at the Geneva Motor Show, and ever since I've been just aching to drive this car. It is so freaking awesome. And to top it all off, we have a beautiful 812 Superfast in blue Corsa. As you can see, this gorgeous blue color. It is a beautiful spring evening. It is 8:30 something. So the Autobahn should be quiet. The sun is setting. Beautiful light and a beautiful car. So today I'm going to show you around it. I'm going to explain most of the stuff as good as I can. And then we are going to take it for a little drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to receive updates when we upload a new video. And check us out on Instagram if you like for some behind the scenes footage. We regularly post stories and stuff like that if you like. Anyway, to the important stuff. So, a blue Corsa 812 Superfast. And how did we get this blue Corsa 812 Superfast, Max? Well, we borrowed it at Buena Vida Supercar Rental. You guys know the company. Danny, the owner, is an awesome guy, and he always lets us borrow his freaking awesome supercars. We did his Murcielago, we drove his Ferrari 458, his McLaren 600 LT, his Aston Martin Rapide, and well, I mean, this is the cherry on top. This is such an insane car. It is, of course, the V12, the GT, although I don't really think it's a GT, but we'll come to that later. First, let's take a look at this insane spec. Insane spec. Let me just say that again. An insane spec. I don't think I've ever seen an 812 in this cool a spec. So we've got a lot of personalization on this car. There are a lot of extra options, like, okay, we're going to do it a little bit differently today. I'm going to open the boot. For the spec, we've got a little plaque right there, and I've made a picture earlier because I don't think you guys can read this, but I can. So you have the personalization specifications for this 812 Superfast. You can see here blue Corsa car paint. We have a carbon fiber steering wheel with Dreamline in glossy tri-coat yellow on upper rim, above LEDs, and lower rim of steering wheel. You'll see that in a minute. But all the cool stuff that this car has is on here. And this is actually an atelier car. That means that this is a bespoke spec. So a bespoke car that has been made in the Ferrari atelier together with some experts at Ferrari. So that is the reason why this car is so awesome and this spec is so crazy. But the rest of it, I'm just going to show you guys, because if we start at the front, we have a couple of things to discuss. First, the carbon fiber that has been added here underneath and in the grille, but also the fact that the aero on this car is really impressive, and it is the aerodynamically most efficient V12 Ferrari ever, of course, because it's the newest one, but there are a few very trick ducts in here. So firstly, you've got the big one with the radiator behind that for cooling, obviously. Secondly, we've got a tri area here. You've got three little intakes, 1, 2, 3. So the one on the right is directing air in here and out here outside of the car for less drag. Then you've got one up here for the brakes, I believe, and then one down here that goes to the floor of the car. And there are actually flaps installed in the floor of the car that open when you reach 180 kilometers an hour. So above that they open, and they make sure that the air goes through more easily, so you have less drag. It's basically drag reduction system like you have with the Formula 1 car, only not just at the rear but underneath as well. That is super awesome. And of course you've got intakes here and outlets here, vents everywhere. You can see the lines here, you can see the air that comes out here is directed up here, in here, out here, up here to the spoiler. It is super, super cool. What a beautiful car, right? But it's quite a big car as well. It's quite wide. It's very wide actually. And it's a really long bonnet. Now the wheels, we've got beautiful 20-inch wheels here with yellow brake calipers, which is also optional for this spec. And these are Brembo carbon ceramics 398mm discs, massive, with 275 section tires at the front. Pirelli P0s today. You can follow the owner Danny. This is his personal Instagram account, Supercar Guru, but with OE instead of U. And you can check him out there, or go check out Buena Vida Supercar Rental. There's a link in the description to his company website as well, and you can rent all these crazy cars there. Now at the rear we've got a beautiful rear end with those tail lights, those super subtle rings, 4 of them, that are supposed to be a throwback to the 365 GTB Daytona car. And I'll take their word for it, but it just looks absolutely awesome. Absolutely stunning. More vents there for aero, carbon fiber optional there, titanium exhaust, and underneath here we go again, onto the floor. We have these flaps here, as you can see. 1, 2, 3 flaps, and they also open for more downforce. So another active aero part. But man, what a car. And in this light, well, the sun is almost gone now, but it just looks so stunning. So let's check out the engine. Oh, this happens a lot though. The alarm system is rather sensitive and a bit paranoid, to be honest. But anyway, where's the thingy? There it is. So, as you can see, the engine is quite far away. If we stand here, you can actually see that the entire engine is behind the front axle. So it's actually a front mid-engined car. But it is a 6.5 liter V12, up from 6.2 liters in the Ferrari F12, which of course is the predecessor, and this is a stroked version of that engine, but it is quite new. Ferrari says that it's 75% new parts. 800 horsepower and 718 newton meters of torque. For a naturally aspirated engine, that is absolutely mental. And of course they've now gone even further with the 812 Competizione with 830 horsepower. But this is what this car is about, this engine. I read somewhere that Enzo Ferrari said that he felt that you bought an engine if you bought a Ferrari, and the rest you get for free, but you pay for the engine. And I mean, in this car more than in any car I've ever driven, that's the case. This is it. This is what this is all about. And of course I'm going to drive it, experience it, and hope that I can convey some of that to you guys, that experience of that V12, because it is ridiculous. We've got 315 section tires at the rear, by the way, quite wide. Okay, so in here, as I said, we've got the little, this is what I was talking about earlier when we were checking out the personalization plate in the rear. This is this little line that's actually painted on there and then coated, so it's not just a sticker. And it is part of the personalization for this car, but it is really cool, this interior. These seats are, well, the seating position is okay, but they are super hard. They are not comfortable, and that's what I meant when I said earlier that it's not really a GT, I think. Not anymore. Of course, it comes from a long line of GTs. You had the F12, which was not really a GT, the 599, which was a GT, but quite a sporty one. Before that, the 612, definitely a GT. 575 all the way back to the 250 GT. We also have the passenger display as an option, which is really cool. And I'm just going to start it up. Oh. Nothing beats the startup sound of a V12. Now, as you can see, we've got a little plaque here, 812 Superfast, designed by the Atelier. That's how you know that you've got a special spec. And we've got a nice shelf back here to fit your bespoke Ferrari trunk set, which you can order as well, which I would always do because that is just one of the coolest things ever. All right, so we're going to, oh, more carbon fiber down here. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to drive it. And I'm going to try and talk you through what it's like to drive this car. Now, we've got a 7-speed gear truck gearbox, which is at the back for weight distribution, 53% at the rear, 47% at the front. And so it's a transaxle dual clutch gearbox. So we're going to find out what that feels like, because it's not a GT, guys. It's not. It's absolutely not. So are we ready? Lights on. No, just in auto. Yeah. Okay, and of course we've got this gorgeous steering wheel with LEDs. Your Manettino switch is for your driving mode: wet, sport, race, CT off or ESC off. No, don't want that, because that is very sketchy. Lights, indicators, starter button, bumpy road for the suspension, and of course the beautiful column mounted pedal shifters, full carbon, massive. This is the way to go. This is the perfect setup for a steering wheel and pedal, I think. Okay, without further ado, let's just go, because I'm talking way too much and you guys just want to hear this engine, probably. Okay, manual mode. Now, I've got it in race mode because I think that's the best mode for this car. It is 14 degrees and the car kind of struggles to heat up the tires, so there's not that much grip. Little tunnel, second gear. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Now that is a V12 for you. Oh. Now the crazy thing is that in here it's not even that loud. I mean, yes, you have that beautiful V12 sound, but the absolute mayhem that is going on the outside is just ridiculous. It's so loud and so high pitched. And you've got that massive bonnet in front of you. As you can see, you've got those two bulges, which give you a really nice view and also give you a really nice idea of where your corners are, because it's seriously wide and long. So you have to take that into consideration when you're driving the car. Alrighty. Please don't go left. Yeah, okay. Now let's do that little tunnel. Yeah, just to test if it's still the same. I think there are... Oh man. Oh. Yeah, it is. It's quite an aggressive car, and it's quite an active, or well, I don't want to say hyperactive car, but oh my god, I'm going to close the windows, but I just want to hear that V12 sing. It's quite a weird experience if you drive this car on a B road like this, when the road is not entirely even, when there are camber changes, you're driving relatively slowly, 90 kilometers an hour right now. The damping is quite hard. You can soften it by clicking that button. That really helps it. But the engine is like, it doesn't sound that amazing. It just feels like this car is made to go fast. That's what I'm trying to get at. it doesn't want to drive slowly. When we drove over here on the Dutch highways at like 100 because that's legal, so let's say 100, we just felt like the car was so unsettled. And then when you start driving it hard, it just comes into its own. It's like it settles down almost. It's almost a sigh of relief, like the car says, oh, finally I get to go fast. That's what I want to do. Okay. Second gear. Oh! Oh my god! Oh, it's so aggressive. It's insane. This is not a GT Ferrari. Come on. You're trying to fool us. It is a full-blown supercar with the engine in the middle, but then over there. It is absolutely insane. So it will rev out to 8,900 RPM, which is crazy. Maximum power is 8,500 RPM. So you really have to get on it to get that maximum power, which I absolutely love. Okay, so now we're going to hit that button so we don't get the speedo over there. Don't care about this. So we've got a speedo on the left, a big one, and a rev counter in the middle for the Autobahn. And of course we've got the LED shift lights on the steering wheel. The way this thing accelerates is just mental. The steering is electronic for the first time in a Ferrari. And we've got the four-wheel steering from the F12 TDF. And we have to brake now because I can't see anything with this sun. So we're going to turn around. That's the sun. We're going that way. That's better. Oh. Okay, car. Oh, that's third gear. It's got a lot of torque. So here we go, other side. Concentrating a little bit, no talking right here, and there are bumps coming here I think, so we're going to brake. That's 340. Let me just check my tire. Pressures, temperatures, yeah, all okay. There are a few bumps here, so I just want to, this is one of them. Oh yeah, that's quite a big one. That's another one. Okay, full throttle. We got another bump here, but I think we can take that one. Again from 343. What a crazy car. So these brakes are actually borrowed from the FERRARI. That's why they perform so well. It's insane. The brake pedal feel is absolutely perfect. Oh, what a crazy car. My guys. Oh, listen to that. Oh my god. I am absolutely and totally 100% in love with this car. It is insane. It is such a good car, and it just, this engine is, it just makes the hairs on your arm stand up. Oh, downshift. Oh, oh, guys. Oh, these brakes are probably the best ones I've ever felt. Man, I can do this all night. Oh no! I'm sorry, Martijn, I'm taking another shot because I just want to do this little tunnel. One last pull, one last run. What the hell? Oh, it's completely empty. So wipers don't like to go that fast that often. Yeah, no, they're done. They're done. Fucking hell. Is this part of the DRS as well, or did I just break the friggin' motor? Completely empty, of course. Anyway, this is probably the sign that says, this is it. I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know a lot of you guys were waiting for this review and for this car to be on our channel, so I hope it didn't disappoint. It certainly didn't disappoint me, because it's probably my favorite car ever I've ever driven. It is absolutely insane. So I hope to see you at the next one. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video or go check out this playlist, and I'll see you at the next one, guys. Bye.